Yes, it is. Mike Murray going for the complete 7 innings. Second pitch of the at-bat is a little outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Pete, the center fielder. Pete grounded into a fielder's choice play in his last at-bat. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and that's way inside. That's going to hit Breschers in the back. So he will march on down to first base after being hit by a pitch. So that brings up number 2 hitter, Joel Johnson, the shortstop. Led off the game with a double back in the first, and then has since not been able to get on. 6-1, the Trailblazers lead. Top of the 7th. First pitch is a little high to Joel Johnson. Ball 1. Joel Johnson, a freshman, standing at 6'1", bats from the right side. Graduated from Olympia. And the 1-0 pitch, now turns into 1-1 as Murray was able to catch the inside part of the plate with a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Johnson. Runner on first base, that's Breschers. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, Breschers goes. Throw down to second base is to the left of the bag, so sliding safely. And to second base with a stolen base is Breschers. Looked like Lundgren, as he transferred the ball from his glove to his throwing hand, kind of bobbled it just a little bit, so he kind of double clutched. And to second base is Breschers. 2 balls and 1 strike to Johnson. The 2-1 pitch is down in the dirt. A great block by the catcher Lundgren. 3 balls and 1 strike. That runner over there at second base doesn't mean a thing. The Penguins need 5 runs to tie this game up.
And just in case it happens, the Blazers have someone kind of just
warming up, stretching out. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the next pitch is outside and away for ball 4. So Joel Johnson will trot on down to first base, and now Coach Skinner is going to trot himself out to the mound and meet with Lundgren and Murray. Murray's been in the entire game so far. He's only given up 1 run. However, he has walked, the first batter was hit by a pitch and now walks the next batter on 4 balls. So the first 2 batters here in the 7th have been given a free pass. And I'm sure Skinner's out there talking, saying, hey, you got yourself a 5-run lead. Let's go right at these guys. Number 3 hitter.
Number 4, Jeremy Girard.
Number 3 hitter, Jeremy Girard, will step in the box in place of Zach Girard. So we have a pinch hitter here.
They related?
You'd think so. I don't know. Probably find that out. But Zach actually led off the top of the 5th inning with a triple. And then he had a base on balls back in the 3rd. And now we have a throw down to second base by Lundgren that sails into center field. That takes the force off. And now the Penguins will move the runners up 90 feet to second and third. Boy, I'm not sure if that throw down to second base was really called for. You know, you're up by 5 runs. You keep the force on. But now the force is off with runners at second and third. Next pitch is in there for a strike. The count 2 balls and 1 strike to Jeremy. Jeremy making his first appearance, first baseman. He's actually one of the few sophomores on this team. Stands at 5'11" and bats right. Swings at the next pitch and fouls it back off the backstop. The count now evens up at 2-2. Jeremy weighs in at 230 pounds. Down there, graduated near the Vancouver area. Let's see if Mike Murray can work the K magic. Next pitch, he does. Strike 3 called. As Jeremy could only look at that fastball across the inside part of the plate, and another strikeout for Mr. Murray, so 1 away. Brings up Evan Pickett, the designated hitter, batting from the left side of the plate. Here comes the pitch on the way to Evan, and that ball's out and away. A great stop by Lundgren to keep the runners stalled. Keeps them right where they're at. You can expect Murray to pitch out and away from Evans. Next pitch, breaking ball across for a strike. He evens up at 1-1. Pickett's already got himself 2 strikeouts in today's game. Count is 1-1. Murray delivers the 1-1 pitch. Out and away. Gets him swinging for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Pickett, the designated hitter. Runners at second and third for the Penguins. Despite those runners being in scoring position, they don't mean a thing. Centralia's up by 5. Next pitch popped up out of play, out of the park, over on the third base side. 1 out. The first 2 batters of the inning. The 1-2 hitters getting aboard. One first being hit by a pitch. Here comes the next pitch, out and away, a little too far outside to have Pickett swing at it. Count's even up at 2-2. Murray looks in, and he goes into his windup. The 2-2 pitch on the way. On the outside part of the plate, called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Mike Murray here in the top of the 7th inning. And the Centralia Trailblazers with 2 away. They are 1 out away from evening up this series at 1 game apiece.
That was Murray's 9th strikeout of the game.
Attacking that outside part of the plate. You didn't want that guy pulling the ball. So he went on the outside part. And Mike obviously able to have control. Able to put the ball where he wants. First pitch is outside to Lee Scheller. And the next pitch is a little low. So Scheller's ahead at 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Centralia leads 6-1. Mike Murray's gone the distance so far. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. It's up and away for ball 3. First base is open. The Penguins with runners at second and third. On deck is Bryce McKinney, the third baseman, who's 1 for 3. See if they green light him. The 3-0 pitch, being down this much, they will not. And he takes a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Scheller is a freshman standing at 6 foot. Bats from the right side. The 3-1 pitch is a fastball a little low. Ball 4. So the second walk of the inning for Mike Murray. He also hit a batter. So 3 free passes for the Penguins here in the top of the 7th. And now Skinner's going to come out to the mound. And they're going to talk things over. I don't know. I think Skinner's asking Mike if he can go, and now Skinner's going to go ahead and wave out to the bullpen, and that's going to do it for Mike Murray. So 1 out short of the complete game. However, he gives up only 1 1 run here in today's second game. So a fantastic performance by Mike Murray, and of course, boy, he had to come close to at least 10 strikeouts today. You have those numbers, Courtney?
9 strikeouts.
9. He was close.
5 hits and 5 walks.
Yeah, the walks weren't too pretty, but you know what? They didn't come back to bite him in the rear end, 6-1 lead.
Well, the Blazers are now going to have Devin Barker on the mound to hopefully get out of this pickle that they're in with the bases loaded. In the bottom of the 7th, 1 out away from winning the game. Barker's out of Puyallup. Stands at 6'4". He's a left-handed pitcher, and he's a freshman.
Last time Barker pitched was back on April 17th against Pierce Community College. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 7 runs, 4 of them earned, 9 hits, 4 walks. And I saw Devin in between games. He was over near the concession stand, and I started a conversation with him on the topic of what do you credit Ferguson with on that play where he missed first base. And Devin didn't know, I didn't know. So anyways, after that I asked him, hey, you gonna go on the bump today? And he said, yeah, I think so. I think I'm next in line behind Mike Murray if he needs me. So 2 outs. You really couldn't come in a better situation. Maybe you could, with no runners on and 2 outs. But, you got a fresh arm in there, a left-handed pitcher. All you need is 1 out. Devin with a 6.69 ERA, 36 innings pitched, He's appeared in now his 8th game. And he has to go up against, this is Bryce McKinney. Well, who is this? Got a pinch hitter?
Number 3, Corey Knighton. Yes, Corey Knighton.
Base on balls for the last batter. All the runners out on base are attached to Mike Murray and his stats. So Barker trying to come in and help out his fellow teammate. Next pitch is a breaking ball, stays outside, even up at 1-1. Yes, the bases are loaded, but Centralia leads by a score of 6-1. Next pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike. So Barker's come in throwing nothing but off-speed breaking balls. Let's see if he goes at him with a fastball here. 1-2. Or he might stick with his breaking ball. Here comes the 1-2 pitch with 2 away. It's a fastball. It's just a little outside and away for ball 2. 2-2. So this is Corey Knighton. Corey played in the first game. He's pinch hitting for Bryce McKinney. Here comes the 2-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Just misses. Waiting for that home plate umpire to break out the chainsaw, but no, he held it back. It's a 3-2 count. With 2 outs, the bases loaded, the runners will go. Here comes a 3-2 pitch. Check swing, and it's ball 4. He didn't go around. That'll walk and a run. So Corey Knighton comes in, and he forces a walk. And it's now 6-2 Centralia. So in the score is Breshers. And the next batter is Taylor Dunn, number 29. He stays in the game, the left fielder. Taylor struck out in his last at bat. He's currently 0 for 1, even though he's been up 3 times. Next pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike, and now Barker is quickly ahead at 0-2. Base is still loaded. Centralia up 6-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch on the way by Barker. Fastball, and it's just a little outside. He got some interaction from the fans. They thought that might have caught a corner on the outside part of the plate. Dunn bats from the right side. Barker goes in his windup. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball. That misses outside. And it's now 2-2. You just need 1 out here. That's all you need. 1 out. Ground ball, pop up, strike out. Take anything. The 2-2 pitch. Barker goes in his windup. Fastball, grounded to the third baseman. That's going to get through the hole into left field. That's going to bring in 2 runs. The ball bounces off the left fielder's glove. And that will bring in 2 runs here in the top of the 7th inning. Make it a 6-4 ball game on the play. Taylor Dunn advances to second base. And holy Moses, the Penguins trying to make a comeback here.
Don't count them out yet.
No, don't. Taylor Dunn gets a single. He advanced to second on the fielding error out there in left field. But on the play, Joel Johnson scored from third, and Evan Pickett scored from second. Bryce McKinney went from first to third, and of course Dunn's at second base. So 6-4, the tying run is at second base for the Penguins. And here's Marcus Blackman, the catcher, who was 1 for 3. Here comes the windup and the pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Thought I missed a pitch. 2 outs. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up to the right side. Out goes the first baseman to look for the play. Diving catch by the second baseman, Jordan Falcon, into foul territory, and that will end the ball game. That will be the 3rd out. Here in the top of the 7th. Holy smokes, you can wipe the sweat off of your foreheads, folks. And you can stop biting on those fingernails, because the Centralia Trailblazers finally pick up the 3rd out here in the top of the 7th inning. But boy, oh boy, 3 runs.